Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Arvind Kumar Sharma, Department of Library and Information Science, Maharani Lakshmibai, Government College of Excellence, Gwalior. The present module, E-literacy and literacies, will be described before you under the paper Library Use and User Study. After reading this module, you will be able to understand the meaning and need of illiteracy, to define ICT literacy, visual literacy, computer literacy, technological literacy, academic literacy, information literacy, and multiple literacy. To establish correlation between information literacy and other literacies, to discuss the importance of literacies in libraries. As you are aware, in the 21st century, information for all is a new mantra which has been adopted and promoted by the government as well as non-government agencies. Corporate houses have also launched various schemes to promote the cause. In this country, common people are taking keen interest in the socio-economic development process. Democracy has strengthened the basis of equal opportunity for everyone. People are testing the fruits of development and taking the benefit of information communication technologies driven gadgets. These electronic gadgets are playing a significant role in transforming the life of common man. Today, man and machine are so interdependent that we cannot think of life without electronic gadgets. In India, societal, cultural, educational, geographical, and other conditions impact the process of learning. People acquire information and knowledge by various means. Literacy is a continuous process and self-motivation is needed to cope up with the change. Generally, people see one or two dimensions of any difficult situation or problem, but to cope up or face the ever-growing and multiplying changes, one has to have synthetic or holistic approach. So today, multifaceted developments in the field of information and communication technologies have made the present environment more complex and technical. At this juncture, e-literacy and other types of literacies can help the people to develop knowledge and skill to deal with the difficult situations. Literacies increase the capacity of people to understand the complex phenomenon. People equipped with e-literacy can analyze the thing and take decisions as per their need. Ultimately, literacies are needed to face the challenges in the 21st century. Meaning of literacy. Literacy. The meaning of literacy can be understood with the following definitions. According to Online Dictionary of Library and Information Science, literacy is the ability to read and write with a minimal level of proficiency. The present definition refers to literacy as a minimal level of proficiency, but in present environment with this level of proficiency, one cannot benefit from plethora of technologies available for seeking information and gaining knowledge. Harrod's glossary and reference book defines literacy as the ability to read and write More recently, the term literacies is used to indicate a range of practical skills associated with information. This definition expands the scope of literacy by adding practical skills to reading and writing abilities. Meaning of literacy. According to UNESCO program LAM, literacy is the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, communicate, and compute using printed and written materials associated with varying contexts. Literacy involves a continuum of learning enabling an individual to achieve his or her goals, develop his or her knowledge and potentials, and to participate fully in the community and wider society. This definition is very wide and covers all dimensions of literacy. On the basis of above definition, literacy can be associated with the following: ability to read and write, ability to understand the various phenomena, participate in academic activities, and outcome of learning. Illiteracy. Illiteracy is a new term and denotes electronic literacy. Illiteracy is also related with digital and electronic environment. According to Harrod's Librarian's Glossary and Reference Book, illiteracy is the skills required for an individual to operate with maximum effectiveness in a global, electronic, and information rich environment. Another definition given by ELIT in 2003 says that illiteracy is a combination of information and computer literacy. So, illiteracy is mainly concerned with digital, computer, and information communication and technological literacy. Illiteracy is a necessary skill in order to work in the present knowledge and learning society. Illiteracy is a prerequisite for benefiting from technological advance and using electronic resources. Meaning of key terms. The first term is need. According to Wikipedia, a need is something that is necessary for organism to live a healthy life. So, need is a complex term and other terms are correlated with need, want, demand, require, ask, call for. And these all terms are used in a specific context. Why illiteracy? Information is available in various electronic forms such as texts, images, graphics, audio, video, and others. One needs illiteracy to understand and exploit all these forms of information. In the present world, the development scenario is ever growing, multifocal, and multidimensional. The message of Sanskrit stanza Charaiveti Charaiveti means move on or keep going or go on or never stop. Changes are multifocal and multifaceted. One finds it very difficult to face the challenges coming from all the directions. Illiteracy can be further help in resolving issues and tackling tensions arising from the multicultural nature of Indian society. Illiteracy helps to understand the complexities of various processes. Illiteracy is needed for following reasons: for inclusive development, for sustainable development, for strengthening the democracy, for equal and universal access to information, for empowering people, for lifelong learning, for creating new ideas, and for better understanding of society, for quality education, for socio-economic development of society. So, illiteracy is needed for various reasons, and if we want to develop our nation as developed country, we must focus on illiteracy. Other literacies: in library and information science, information literacy is a term which incorporates all dimensions of literacy. For information literacy, there are different terms in different disciplines. A particular term is used in a specific domain to show its specific meaning and scope. In the present module, an attempt has been made to define and describe various types of literacies. These are listed below with the period their use commenced. The other literacies are ICT literacy, visual literacy, intelligent tutoring systems, technological literacy, information literacy, computer literacy, academic literacy, digital literacy, multi-literacies, media literacy, information commons, and there are various types of literacy is available: law literacy, legal literacy, etc. Now we will understand what is ICT literacy. ICT literacy is a prerequisite for working in the present information or knowledge society. Education Testing Service define ICT literacy as using digital technology, communication tools and or networks to access, manage, integrate and create information in order to function in a knowledge society. Another definition is given by Julingen W. Venn, defines ICT literacy as the interest, attitude and ability of individuals to appropriately use digital technology and communication tools to access, manage, integrate and evaluate information, construct new knowledge and communicate with others in order to participate effectively in society. These both definitions have wide scope and incorporate all dimensions of literacy. Both definitions stress the use of digital technology and communication tools. Computer literacy. According to Online Dictionary of Library and Information Science, computer literacy is the skill required to retrieve information efficiently and communicate effectively using computer hardware and software based on a conceptual understanding of computer technology and how it can be used to accomplish specific tasks, including an awareness of its inherent limitations as well as its advantages, because hardware and software are progressively upgraded and ongoing efforts is required of the user to remain computer literate. Computer literacy is, in short, the competence in the use of computer and ability to use software applications. Stop. In this slide, technological literacy is defined. The concept of technological literacy emerged in the 1970s. It involves the ability to use, manage, synthesize, and understand technology. International Technology Education Association (ITEA) in its report Standard for Technological Literacy defines the term technology literacy as the ability to use, manage, understand, and access technology. Here stress is on use and promotion of various types of technologies. International Technology Engineering Educators Association (ITEEA) is associated with promoting technological literacy for all. Academic literacy. MCOP in 2006 defines academic literacy as the skill students need to succeed in a higher education environment. And another definition given by J.D. Williams and G.C. Snipper in 1990, it says the academic literacy is a set of behavior peculiar to the formally educated. So, academic literacy is concerned with the higher education setup. Digital literacy. In present environment, digital literacy is getting more importance, and Robinson and Borden have defined the term digital literacy as, they say, the term digital literacy has been used more recently to encompass the situation where networked resources are significant part of those available and includes such skills as hypertextual navigation and knowledge assembly. Digital literacy can bridge the gap between the people who have access and benefit of information communication technology driven gadgets and who have not. People can take advantages of various schemes for economic upliftment of people if they are digital literate. Let us try to understand visual literacy. John Davis first coined the term visual literacy in 1969. International Visual Literacy Association defines visual literacy as a group of vision competencies a human being can develop by seeing and at the same time having an integrating other sensory experience. D.A. Dondis writes, literacy means that a group shares the assigned of a common body of information. Visual literacy must operate somewhat within the same boundaries. Nowadays, Visual literacy is a powerful medium for visual communication. It uses visual images for communication. These days, artists, designers, and academicians use visual literacy to communicate various themes. Let us understand the concept of information literacy. The concept of information literacy developed in the USA in the 1980s. It focuses on bibliographic instruction. The term adopted in United Kingdom for the same idea was user education. IL is student centered and influenced library and information science professionals. With the emergence of information society, the concept is now global. American Library Association Presidential Committee on Information Literacy defined information literacy as a set of abilities requiring individuals to recognize when information is needed and have the ability to locate, evaluate, and use effectively the needed information. Another definition by Harrod's Glossary and Reference Book. It says that IL is the ability to identify, locate, evaluate, organize, and use information. So, both definitions focus on the user's ability to use the information. Information literacy is not only concerned with the findings or locating the needed information, but with the user's competence to evaluate the information in terms of its authenticity, accuracy, and applicability in different contexts. Information literacy is well established phenomenon and accepted at international level. As you are aware, various organizations such as IFLA, ALA, SILIP have prepared guidelines and standards for IL. Multiple literacies. According to LD Online Glossary, multiple literacies reach beyond a traditional reading and writing definition of literacy to include the ability to process and interpret information presented through various media. This definition views multiple literacies as an ability to grasp information coming through various media. The term multiple literacies, a note given by Douglas Kellner in 2004, says points to the many different kinds of always proliferating literacies needed to access, interpret, criticize, and participate in the emergent multimedia culture and society. One needs multiple literacies for active participation in the learning society and multimedia mediated environment. Multiple literacies comprise the skill to make sense of information pouring through various media. In the 21st century, information appears through different media and therefore recognizing, accessing, evaluating, and using information effectively do not remain an easy job. For this, one is required to be skilled in multiple literacies. Douglas Kellner opens, I argue that we need multiple literacies for our multicultural society, that we need to develop new literacies to meet the challenge of new technologies. Literacies and libraries. In the 21st century, users must be illiterate. How to convert users into illiterate users is a big challenge. Before, library and information science professionals and academicians, especially in the Indian context, we need illiteracy in India on a massive scale. So, library and information science professionals have to train their users in illiteracy so they can face the challenges of the 21st century. In this century, information and knowledge appear in many ways. Hence, LIS professionals must be acquainted with other literacies so they can provide better services to the users. Illiteracy increases the capacity of users to understand and analyze the outer environment. Illiteracy is essential for students, otherwise, they would be alien to the ever evolving world of knowledge. Literacies and libraries. Illiteracy and information literacy should be the part of curriculum of library and information science education. A large number of students come from rural and poor background, so illiteracy skills should be imparted keeping in mind the economic, social, educational and cultural background of these students. Educational setup must focus more on illiteracy and other literacies. Whitehofer and Winterwood rightly has said that to increase the ability of urban students to develop multiple literacies, educators and students, caregivers must be able to articulate discourses, priorities, curricula, policies, planning, resources, and programs across multiple contexts. Another statement also supports the same phenomenon. Alan Martin writes, to underline the existence of a range of distinct but interrelated literacies, some commentators use the plural term literacies, multiple literacies, or multiliteracies. Literacies help to handle complexities. They enable the understanding of complex phenomenon and situation. Literacies can equip a person with various abilities or wisdom to take right decision at right time in right manner. In library and information science profession, information literacy denotes the same idea. Information literacy incorporates all types of literacies. Hence, LIS professionals must focus on information literacy. American Association of School Librarians AASL has given standards for the 21st century learner, points out that multiple literacies including digital, visual, textual and technological have now joined information literacy as crucial skills for this century. So information literacy is well established phenomenon in library and information science. Above statements advocates the same. Below, two diagrams given show the correlationship between information literacy and other literacies. In this diagram, a correlational status of various literacies is shown. The diagram is increasing and showing various types of literacies. In the center, you see visual literacy, then computer literacy, then digital literacy, then multiple literacy, and in the last, information literacy. Here, you see the information literacy covers all types of literacies. In the present diagram, an attempt has been made to establish correlation between information literacy and other literacies such as computer literacy, digital literacy, ICT literacy, multiple literacies, multimedia literacy, and visual literacy. In this module, the concept of illiteracy and its uses have been explained. Information literacy is a blanket term which includes ICT literacy, visual literacy, intelligent tutoring systems, technological literacy, computer literacy, academic literacy, digital literacy, multi-literacies, and media literacy. Various literacies have been defined in detail. Now, legal literacy, techno literacy, medical literacy, financial literacy, physical literacy, statistical literacy, etc. have also appeared in the academic world. Fryer and McAdoo have rightly said, literacy is a weapon against exploitation and vehicle for emancipation and democracy. So, illiteracy is an astra. So, this is a Hindi term and in English it is weapon. So, illiteracy is an astra to strengthen the people with analytical thinking. Illiteracy is needed for economic growth, employability, and cultured society. In the case of developing nation, literacies can boost the process of knowledge generation, exchange, and utilization. Literacies are a catalytic agent to strengthen the democratic setup, scientific values, and rational thinking among the masses. It also bridges the gap between haves and have-nots. Libraries can play a significant role in the promotion of literacies among the academia as well as in the society. Literacy for mass empowerment should be the new mantra for library professionals in India. Thank you.